motherfuckers, MrMaD up in this bitch. Coming at you, bring it down, At0m motherfucker. So, today, oh my God, screaming. Look who's here, y'all.
Just temporary.
Temporarily, for a few minutes today. He's got to pick up Mama at the airport.
Yeah. If everything goes according to plan within the next 25-30 minutes.
Assuming DEI doesn't DELAY her flight again.
What? I'm illiterate.
Delay. All right, so today I've been waiting. I've been waiting on these two things to show up. One showed up like a week and a half or 2 weeks earlier than this one. I don't know which one's which. I don't know which one showed up. I don't know what the fuck is going on. And then I also got just a miscellaneous unboxing / maybe update kind of thing, which that'll be its own separate video. But just 2 videos today. I'm backlogged for sure. My eye is looking a lot better. I can still see the poke marks or stitches or whatever the fuck. It's alright.
It's good enough to get KFC for $10.
That's right. I got me some KFC yesterday. 8 pieces for $10, which is a steal nowadays. And I also tried the chicken and waffles. I got the 3 tender meal. I should have recorded it, but whatever. I was so hungry, I just wanted to eat right away. Anyways, let's get right into this shits. So if you know me, and I think y'all do, I love collecting these stupid little fucking handheld games that I never ever play. Which, speaking of which,
mine's is the Odin though.
You got the old Odin. Is it old? Couple years.
It's definitely not the modern one.
Okay. Are you playing Resident Evil 2?
One of the best.
It is. It really is. So yeah, if you know me, you know I like collecting all these little stupid ass handhelds. I don't know why. I rarely play them. I'll play them maybe once in a great while, but I just like owning them, man. It's like, how the fuck do you open this shit? It's like, you know, when you're a kid, you want all this crap. I see people do it with gym shoes. They're like, well, when I was a kid, I wanted all these Jordans. Now I own a whole wall full of them. But you don't even play basketball. So.
Or wear them.
Or wear them, yeah. Because they get dirty. You don't want to, how the fuck do you open this shit? You don't want them to get dirty. Just like me. I don't want to take these outside or put them in my pocket. They're going to break. Even though there's one released every 6 months. And I got fat. The hell?
Fat, blind.
Fat, blind. Gigantic dig. It's like, I can't win. Just can't win nowadays. All right, so this is the Retroid Pocket Classic. And this is probably the one that showed up after the fact, I want to say, maybe. We've got the screen protector, which I buy and I never put them on because it's such a pain in the ass to get those little bubbles out. So I just don't do it at all. What am I doing here? Okay, screen protector, put that there. These come in handy actually, because I remember at one point something was bothering me on my elbow. And I used this to put a little extra cushion for the pushing, guys. No? Ladies? No? All right, I'll stop. Anyway, I got the case, as I always do as well. Which, this one's not as cool, because usually they'll have like I don't know, some type of molding on the outside to like show off, you know, pseudo screen, pseudo buttons and whatnot. So that's going to be the permanent home for this screen protector instead. Here, yes. And let's see if they give you any cables or anything like that. And let's pop this hole open, see what the fuck is going on in this bitch. All right, so I got the Pokémon Yellow. 6 gigabytes of RAM, 128 gigabyte internal storage. I debated getting the 6 button version because it looks like Sega Genesis and Sega Saturn and whatnot. But I don't know. I just didn't pull the trigger. I didn't like the color. There was like a gray bezel. So when you look at the screen, you could see that, and this is an OLED screen, so the black bezels look a lot better because it doesn't look like you have those bars on the side or up and down, you know, that kind of shit. So this is the one, and I have the actual Pokemon Game Boy downstairs. Matter of fact, let me go grab that. Hey, Tom, hold it down right quick.
What? Leaving me with responsibility. I can't handle pressure.
Tell them about your penis.
Oh, it's an adequate size for a man my height. I've been told it's been enjoyable. They could have lied, but I don't care. So, I'm over here because MrMaD, he became mad, and his couch became storage. That's why you got this weird, awkward setup. I'm playing the Odin. My brother, the other brother that you guys don't know, yeah, he got that from me. Oh, I got something more interesting to talk about. Look at these cool ass Crocs I have.
No, Crocs are cool.
Hey, these are different. These are the Batmobile. These are the cool ones. And the best part is because I got them on sale.
First thing I smelled when he walked in was his fucking Crocs. Just a sweat fest.
I barely wear them.
So that wasn't you in that one video with the Jewish lady? She's like, your penis is too small! You never seen that video?
I don't think so.
Oh my god, it's the funniest thing.
There's your hour-long video, people.
There it is. This is how this starts. Might as well move back here.
I just know the other video where they're like, you gotta leave.
Oh yeah. This one. Why is it a fucking age-restricted video? Damn it.
You didn't jailbreak it enough.
Oh.
I hate when YouTube be on that. Especially in the case of me, I pay for my YouTube Premium. It's like, stop restricting
sucker.
me. I know. What can I say? I like spending money I don't need to. Especially in your 2x setting. Did she say that in a phone or?
Yeah. She's like yelling at somebody.
You could tell she's fucking smoked. He's like, fucking, I'll just get closer. Because she is smoking currently.
Hey guys, I'm crying. The truth hurts sometimes.
Your penis is too small! Your penis, you're too small! Your penis is still too small!
Still, it didn't grow in the past 3 seconds of being berated.
That's the part. She said still.
She thought if she yelled long enough,
They don't get long.
it would grow. All right, back to the fucking crying my ass off right now. All right, so.
That's just your red nut breaking.
Well, that too, yeah. So I got the original Pokemon Game Boy Color there, which was featured on one of my very earliest videos of me horribly replacing, which I got to redo one day, the speaker because the speaker had died. And I didn't know how to solder back then, so I was like butchering the shit out of that install. But it works, or it worked. I don't know if it still works. I don't have any batteries, or I probably have batteries. It doesn't matter. It's not about this fucking Pokemon shit. It's about this Pokemon shits, guys. So this is the Retroid Pocket Classic in the Pikachu or whatever the hell color. Pokemon Yellow. Pokemon Yellow. Big difference on the size of the screen. As you can see, this is a 4-inch OLED, 3.92 inch, but let's go ahead and call it 4. So what you can do though is pretty cool because you see the screen is like pretty much a perfect square. Perfect. You can actually make it integer scaled, and then you can have the outline be like a little bezel or over a screen overlay. And you could probably put these exact little cartoon graphics and still have this similar size of the screen if you want to do that. But pretty much, yeah, you got the blue, you got the colored buttons. Well, we don't call them that anymore, but
It's just buttons.
they're just buttons now. Regular, standard buttons.
2025.
It's 2025. We got to be on, you know. It doesn't have the infrared port, which I guess I don't know if I've ever used an infrared port on any Game Boy at all. But yeah, that's the comparison. Like I said, there was a Sega Genesis or a Saturn style one with the 6-button layout rather. But like I said, the bezel wasn't black. So it is 2025. That's what we celebrate nowadays, guys. Just so you know. It's got 4 shoulder buttons. And let me turn this thing on. Oh, it's got the SD card here. So I don't think I need it because 128 gigs is a lot. And considering there's no analog sticks, I'm not going to be playing any like modern games. So I'm pretty sure 128 gigs is more than enough for any of the retro shit that you'd want to play. Maybe a handful of like PlayStation games or something like that. Should be plenty. But this will play all the Game Boy shits, probably Game Boy Advance. I'm sure it'll play everything. It's got a strong processor. Let me see. Where's this info sheet? Here. Oh, and then the rest of the box, it's just the USB A to C cable, which, you know, I've gotten millions of those, so I never need to unwrap them or remove them from their shits. I like to keep my shit pristine as possible because I'm a responsible adult. Obviously, buying all these toys. Come on, guys. That's how real adults operate. What is this? Quality acceptance, assurance accepted. Whatever. Put that there. All right, let's look at this spec sheet. So it's got a graphic of the device on the front. So the classic interface introduction. We got the screen. We got a home/back button. So what you do is, I think you click it once for back, hold it for home. It's got the D-pad, kind of tiny, but it's all right. Let's see, compared to the original, how big? It's actually a little bit fatter, but this one might be even smaller. So the new one, this updated 2025 version, I guess would have a better D-pad than the original.
Your D-pad is too small.
Your D-pad is still too small. Let's see, here we go. So we got A, B, X, Y, select. Like I said, all the little shoulder buttons, which I don't know, like, yeah, I guess if you're playing Super Nintendo or something, I mean, you only need one shoulder button for Super Nintendo. It'll work. PS1, yeah, I'm sure you could play some PS1 games on here. I'm pretty sure I could play Resident Evil 2.
The best.
The best version. All right, we got the, why is this repeating? Okay, we got the micro SD slot, audio jack, in case you want to listen to headphones, I guess. A USB-C charging port, but no video out. So, through USB-C. So, but that's all right. It's got active cooling, so it sucks in the air through here and it poops it out through there. And there's different settings. It's Android device. Let me just turn it on if I can. Oh, and then volume buttons on the sides here, and then the power button. So it says processor is G1 Gen 2. CPU is an 8-core Cryo CPU, 2 performance cores, 6 efficiency cores. The GPU is an Adreno A12. It's got, this one is the 6GB RAM version. They also offered a 4GB RAM version of LPDDR4X running at 2133 megahertz. Storage, they offer a 64. This is the 128 gig eMMC 5.1. It's got the active cooling, the 3.92-inch AMOLED, 1240 by 1080 screen, so very high resolution for such a smaller screen. at 60 frames per second. No output for video. Wi-Fi 5, Bluetooth 5.1. So I guess you can play some of the newer games, like, because this supports up to PS2. You could play GameCube. You could play even Switch games on it, but very lightweight Switch games, I guess. But I'm guessing if you just prop it up and, you know, you wire Bluetooth, or use a Bluetooth controller, you could play those games on there. But you're not going to be playing them like this, but whatever. Nintendo Wii U, that kind of shit. Man, I got jungles. Lounging around. USB-C, 3.5 audio jack, TF card, Android 14. It's got a 5,000 milliamp battery, charges at 27 watts. It's 138 by 89.8 millimeters, I'm guessing, by 26 thickness. Pause. 223 grams. That's a lot of paper clips. It's 223 paper clips, guys. All right, let's turn this bitch on and see what the fuck's going on in this horse. Let's see what this intro's looking like. If it ever turns on. Ooh, look at that. I ain't even got a wrap and it's still fat. There's no audio. What you doing? Welcome to, they always got to do this shit, don't they? Next, R1, English, connect to the internet, nope. Skip. Time zone, it doesn't matter. It'll sync itself. Google Play, nope. Let's go ahead and install all of these shits. So it's installing all their typical shits. So all the different emulators and whatnot. Apps. But you can install them on your own anyways. And you're probably better off doing that because most of these are, by the time you get them, there's already an updated version anyway. So, and you can always delete the shit and probably factory reset your shits. At least it's a lot quicker than the previous generations. The Retroid Pocket 2, 3, maybe even 4. So you could do the Retroid Pocket Classic launcher or the Android operating system launcher. I'd rather the Android version. Yeah, the old shits used to take forever to install these little apps. It'd take fucking a while. So configuration complete, start. I don't know which button is start. It doesn't. I don't know which one start. I guess it doesn't matter because I'm just gonna press either one. Okay. Got it. It jumped right to the Retroid launcher. You can also choose. Wait, if you're already familiar, you can start the simple boot program. What happened here? It was supposed to launch into Android. Simple if you don't skip. It's also a touchscreen, by the way. Okay, press the A key. Well, now it wants me to download thing. Obviously, it's not connected to the internet, so I don't understand. All right, well, this is going to try to download something with no internet connection. It should be smart enough to know, hey, check for the internet first. Okay, anyway. Yeah, I'm not sure what the fuck happened here. Exit. I don't know why it jumped right into... Okay, so this is the Android interface, which is standard, I guess. But it looks really nice. The screen is very... I mean, you can't see probably on camera as well, but it looks good. I don't have any games or anything set up. Touchscreen, so... That's about it, though. like I said, I don't have any, obviously I just opened it, so I'm not going to do any type of demoing. Unless you guys really want to see, which never comes up, so that's perfect. Perfect. But yeah, that's the Retroid Pocket Classic. Now let's jump on to the next one. And let me turn this shit off here. Power off. Shut it down. All right. And we'll put it right in this case here, which doesn't seem to fit as great, but it'll do. Pig. All right. One more to add to the pile there. And then we got this one. Which is the flip. Game, oh, flip. No, that should have been the theme song. Got fucked up and let me in this bitch. Just an average hood nigga with dreams of getting rich, but you don't hear me. The fuck?
You sang that horrible song.
Little Flip.
I thought it was one of yours.
Nah. Then it would be a great song if it was one of mine, guys, right? Am I right, guys? Guys! Where'd you go? All right, so. All right, I actually managed to open it properly. This one has no, oh my God, this has lanyards. I forgot about these. Oh, they were like $3 though. $1 each, I guess, for thick ass, chunky ass lanyards, which I will never use. But I bought it just to complete the look. Got the armrest. I got the case for it. There is no screen protector because this is a flip device. So that means it protects its own screen. Just like in the streets, you protect your own, guys. No? I don't, but I'm just saying.
I'm not about that life.
Right. All right. We got the lanyards here. I don't remember which theme I picked here for this. I think I went with the classic Super Nintendo American layout. This would probably match well. This was like a fucking GameCube version. I don't know what the hell this one is. I don't know. They're going to stay in the case. This one has a little bit of an indentation here on the case. But there's no front screen / mock-up buttons or whatever. So they're kind of lacking on their shits nowadays. I liked their molded injection looking, what do you call it, cases before. Where they would show the analogs and the buttons and all that. Although I guess this one, it doesn't matter because it's just a clamshell. There's no buttons to contour around. All right. So let's crack this hole open, see what the fuck is going on in this horse. I'm trying to make this one a little bit faster because it's already 23 minutes. Another quality assurance tab. I got the 16-bit US version. And I did get the Snapdragon 865. I did not get the D1100 because that's a slower chip. And I gotta have that. I gotta have that speed, man. All right, let's pop this hole open here. We got the console. We got the USB A to C. And nothing on the outside. You know, one of these days they're gonna put like a little surprise down there, and I'm not gonna find it because I'm gonna condition myself to never opening that bottom shits. And it'll be like $100,000 in cash. In won.
In won?
Yuan. Right? I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how to pronounce their currency. Yuan?
It's yuan.
What do you want? All right.
I'm on this RE2. I'm on this RE2.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm at the factory already.
Oh shit. All right, so this thing is ugly as fuck. Look at that. It looks like a PS1. So not the cutest color. It's got a like a beveled edge or something. It's not 100% straight, which probably a good thing, I guess. Because yeah, it kind of contours to these shoulder buttons. It's got the active coolant here. It spits it out through here. And it's got the SD card slots down here. USB-C on. 3.5 millimeter jack. Volume buttons. And some big clock in the front, or whatever the hell that is. I don't know. That looks nice, though. I'm not going to lie. Look at that. That looks really good. I like these recessed analog sticks. Clicky. These are analog shoulder triggers, except, the bottom ones anyway. And the D-pad and the buttons are a little bit tiny considering the full size of this shit, but damn. It looks alright though. Power button, home button, select start in the front. 2 speakers here. And looks like it's alright. Let's turn this on while I read this shit here. If it'll turn on. There it is. All right. While I read off this card here. So in the front, this is just a picture of the shits. So we got air outlet, L1, all the L buttons, blah, blah, blah. Okay, everything I mentioned already. So this one is a Snapdragon 865. Let's go ahead and get started on this. Next. English. Next. Skip. No time zone, no Google Play. Install these shits. Next. Okay, we'll wait for that to happen. So it's got the Snapdragon 865. It's got 8 cores, I guess. So one core is a A77 at 2.8 gigahertz. It's got 3 A77s at 2.4 gigahertz. And then 4 A55s at 1.8 gigahertz. I'm assuming that's how that works. I don't know. GPU is Adreno 650. This has 8 gigs of LPDDR4X RAM at 2133 megahertz. 128 gigs of UFS 3.1 storage. Active cooling, 5.5 inch, 1080p, AMOLED, 500 nits, so it's very bright. The blacks are the blackest. Let's go to Android launcher. There we go. Next. Configuration complete. This one actually says start on it, so, and then it just jumps right into this Retroid launcher anyway, so I don't know. So viewing full screen, got it. I'm gonna skip because I don't need to know any of that, but we could quit from here. But this is just the front end in case you want to, but man, that's a gorgeous screen. I'll tell you what. That looks really nice in person. Maybe not on camera, but also touchscreen. So, and this is a pretty powerful, I would say, device. It's it's as powerful as the Retroid Pocket 5. It's the same, probably specs, I think, exactly. Specs, I mean, sorry. Display port, 1080p, 60. So it's got video out. So this you can actually consoleize and probably just even play with the controls or close it up and, dock it and put a fucking Bluetooth controller. What's nice, with these flips is that you could just, that's it, and the shit is shut off. And then you could just, you see where it cuts off, and then as soon as you open it, you continue whatever you were doing. So that's nice about the flips. Plus the screen gets protected. And it's pretty recessed. I don't know if you could see, but it's got like maybe I don't know, will that be a millimeter maybe of depth before it actually touches the screen. So, nice device. Let's continue the rest of this shits here. It's got Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.1. It's got the Type-C USB 3.5 millimeter audio jack. It's got the micro SD card. Android 13. The other one was running 14, right? I don't remember. This only has Android 13, but you could always update, I'm assuming. 500 milliamp battery, 27 watt charging. So it's 140.5 millimeters by 89.5 by 24.4 millimeters. 300 paper clips. All right, that's about it. I have nothing to demo it with. So again, anybody's interested, which I know you're not. It's not gonna happen. But I throw it out there just in case. And if you are, maybe one day I will. I don't know. Depends. I've never set these up. I'll put like one game, like Resident Evil 2 HD pack, and then I'll just play the shit out of that. That's my one dedicated console for that one game. So that's the type of shit I do. I used to load these up with everything, and then I'd be like, yeah, I have every. But then these come out every 6 months. I'm not gonna go through all that process all over again. So I do like just dedicated games or consoles. Let's say, like this would be a good. I don't know. Maybe a few games here and there. I don't know. It does everything. You could do PS2. You could do GameCube. You could do Switch. You could play Steam, your Steam library on that. Although I don't trust exactly doing that on any Android device. Play PSP. Sega Saturn. Although the button layout isn't as good. Which would have been better if I wanted to play Sega Saturn to get that other console, but how often do I play Sega Saturn? Not often. So that's more universal. The Retroid Classic with the 4-button layout. But that's about it, man. I got one more other unboxing, and it's just garbage. It's just random bullshit, but I wanted to unbox it because, it's like one's a continuation of some other shits, and also just little status update kind of bullshits, I guess. I don't know. These things aren't exactly... Ooh. Okay. All right, so that's an additional 2. When am I going to stop collecting these? When my fucking house caves in, I guess. All right. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned to the next shits. Say peace out to the homeboy.
And peace out.
And peace out!